What is up, everybody? To a receiver today, and we just have to talk about this nonsense from this clout chasing indie developer who was making a game called Quantum Error. Now, if you don't know what this is, don't be shocked, because I didn't know what this was until today, where this game just amazingly is just the Sony fanboys just knew was like I don't know, like key like key game right now, this indie game. Mainly because this developer is cloud chasing off Xbox by saying how the PS5 is so much faster with a superior SSD. The Xbox is just way too slow. It just can't handle this game. And the game looks like this. This is a screenshot taken from this game, which this game, Quantum Error, which nobody knew about before today. I didn't care about the game whatsoever. But they are just getting so much publicity now, just being involved in this console war. I'm starting to think these indie developers love this console war so they can get their game that no one cares about to be talked about at this point, because it is just crazy how so many fanboys are just championing this game because the developers are trash talking Xbox. It's just wild. But then once again, this is a screenshot of this Quantum Error game that Sony fanboys are going crazy about. This crap is Quantum Error, the new pony's ammo. They can't stop taking L's. Literally, if I'm a champion in a game, it's not going to be someone that looks like this, but there's more. There's definitely more. So I don't know how this all started, but I'm assuming this is one of the original comments that kind of start this whole like crap show at this point. But this is what the official developers of this game, their marketing account. This is terrible marketing, by the way. Like, this is terrible PR. Just all these tweets I want to pull up is just about from their official company. It's just like, how do you plan on selling this game on the Xbox console if you have all these tweets just talking negatively about Xbox? It's just like, I don't understand it. But hey, these guys are the game developers. I'm gonna leave it to them. But I think this is just a trash move. That people on Xbox are probably not gonna buy a game now because you've been trash talking them. But let's see this comment that they made. He's responding to a Sony fanboy saying, "It's gonna take extra time to try to configure the game for Xbox. The game has been made to take advantage of the PS5 SSD, and the Xbox's SSD is just way too slow." Oh man, you know the way they just make this seem like the PS5 is like the Flash or Sonic the Hedgehog or something, and like the Xbox SSD like the equivalent to like a regular person walking or running or something like that. But it was like, for a person who has both consoles, it's like it's not that big of a difference in SSD speed. Like, I'm assuming it's on a developer end, and sure they can say it's a lot faster because they're actually developing a game. But from an actual consumer who owns both, I don't see that much of a difference, especially in multiplayer games. Like, I'm not seeing like that huge of a difference where it's like, for PS5, I'm like loading in like maybe 3 seconds, and Xbox is like a minute. I'm not seeing that type of difference at all in these games, so I don't know what they're getting at. But then again, these guys are the developers. But then again, so I'm assuming they know what they're doing, but I gotta question it, because when you look at footage of this game, this is the last 2 minutes of gameplay of this game. Actually, let me get like the first opening scene so you can see what the gameplay is of this game that is being so talked about. That's just can't run on Xbox without this powerful PS5 SSD. Let's show some of this footage of this game. It looks like a Doom ripoff, Doom/Dead Space ripoff. I mean, I love Dead Space and Doom. Like I said before, I probably would have checked the game out. To be honest, like, it's an indie game. It don't got the biggest budget, it's very obvious, but because they throw all these shots at Xbox, it's making me not want to buy the game. Like, look at this. Let me get some footage of this. It's like third person. I believe you can go it's first person, and you go third person as well. So it's like this dark, like sci-fi space environment, like how Dead Space is. It's like some type of enemy. It looks like some you see in Dead Space. Yeah, the visuals aren't that great. You mean to tell me that this game can't run on the Xbox Series X just fine? Really? This game is just pushing the next gen to its limit. I'm like, really? What is this nonsense with these developers? I'm starting to think they're just all just cloud chasing. So this is some, I guess, early footage, or like, I don't know, just some footage. But this is the last, let me get the one with the last 20 minutes of gameplay. The latest 20-minute gameplay. Wait, which one was that? Okay, here we go. There's some more gameplay of this game. What is this? Let me make sure. Oh, okay. Got some stealth gameplay going when you're in third person. Just marvelous. I just pushing the next gen system to its limit with this amazing gameplay. Like I said before, it probably would have been an okay like $20 title to pick up, but because you're talking trash about Xbox, a lot of people are not gonna pick this game up now. To be honest, it's a weird marketing strategy. Try to fast forward some of it. Got driving mechanics, driving parts of the game. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. This is like something that could be on 360 at this point, so I don't know. Okay, so now we see the gameplay. How the gameplay looks to this game. Looks like something that could be on 360. Like I said before, I would probably try something like this out, but it's just like it just rubbed me the wrong way. I had to just take a shot at Xbox. And even if you look at their official Twitter account for Quantum Era, you look at their official Twitter account, they are actually like retweeting Sony fanboys. Like, it's just wild. Quantum Era retweet this one Sony fanboy account. Like, really? I was like, I have never seen a developer, a person who makes these games, a studio, take part in console war nonsense. Like, really? Quantum Era retweets a person who has an account called Xbox Has No Frames. It's just like the optics for this just looking wild. There was one tweet they retweeted. I'm just like, what are you doing here? Like, this is terrible, terrible PR for this company. Let me see. What was that one tweet I found? It was just so wild. I just couldn't believe it from this account. I'm trying to see. Where is it at? Okay, here we go. Quantum Era retweeted this tweet. It's the Series S again and the slow-ass Series X SSD. Many third-party games are delayed because of this. I think it's better to release the game first on PS5 than Xbox later. No rush, they don't buy the games anyway. It is like, really? This company retweeted this? Why? This is just crazy. It's like, I don't know why they're this butthurt that they literally retweeting Sony fanboys who are talking so much slander about Xbox. Maybe it's the same strategy that, who was that other company? Let me see, what was that one company? The same thing that the Running with Scissors developers who make the Postal games did. They were taking shots at Starfield. And meanwhile, while they were taking shots at Starfield, we see the reason why, because they were rejected from being on Xbox Game Pass. Like, they're sending a petition, get this game on Xbox, get the Postal games on Xbox. And so they made this dumb tweet taking shots at Starfield. Maybe it's the same situation with this Quantum Era game. The developers are trying to get this game on Xbox, maybe they were denied or something like that. I don't know. It's just very crazy how these companies, these so-called indie developers, are taking shots at Xbox. It's like, first off, nobody cared about this game. Nobody even knew about this game before today, but you are getting so much clout off this console war nonsense. It's just ridiculous. But I don't know. Well, according to Sony fanboys, this is like the greatest game ever made now. We have a couple gameplay videos lined up to show off as soon as we can announce everything. We have started looking into optimizing the game for Xbox, but it's definitely going to take a bit of time, unfortunately. Quantum Era has been made to play with the PS5 extremely fast SSD. Where have we heard about this SSD being so magical with only games can be played on this SSD? They said the same thing about Final Fantasy 16, that the game was only possible with PlayStation's so magical hardware and SSD. So much so that the game can't run at 60 frames per second without you dropping to 720p resolution. So this is fascinating. Then we have the Ratchet & Clank situation where that was a blatant lie. They lied to get people to buy the PS5. So I'm starting to think this is a lie too. Especially a game that looks like this. It's like, I can understand if it was like some amazing visuals. It's just like mind-blowing visuals, like some Hellblade 2 visuals. But this looks like a 360 game. Are you telling me you having problems with this loading fast on the Xbox? Like, I just don't believe it. I just don't believe these guys whatsoever. I just don't believe it. But yeah, this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. So I'm curious, what are people saying about this gameplay that people saying just can't run on Xbox properly? You know they got denied that Game Pass contract, so they're salty. I'm starting to believe that. I'm really starting to believe that. He says multiple times. Maybe they got rejected multiple times and they're just butthurt about it. I don't know. Maybe they're just chasing clout of console wars. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen a company actually retweet Sony fanboys, liking their tweets, retweeting their tweets. That's taking part in the console war nonsense. Like, really? I don't know, but maybe it's a way to sell their game. Maybe they think the hardcore Sony fanboys are gonna buy their game because they took shots at Xbox. I don't know. Weird marketing strategy right there. I don't know. It just seems very bizarre and a terrible PR move, in my opinion. But that's what they want to do. Man, even CS:GO looks better than this, and that game is ancient. That's an ancient PC game. Oh man, like this is just wild. Is this really being advertised that way? Xbox can't run it? Seriously? Yeah. The Xbox has far more impressive games on their platform, but you know, this game just can't run properly on Xbox, apparently. Whole game is just trashed. I watched the full 20 minutes and crap, I'll blame the SSD too. Instead of myself, gotta blame something. Guy had the nerve to badmouth the Series S when this was his game. This doesn't even look as advanced as Gears 5, Cyberpunk, or even Elden Ring. Yeah. It's just these indie developers whose games look like trash. Like, what was the other game? That Postal game. Where was that at? Let me see. Where was that? This game looks like absolute trash. That Postal game. There we go. This doesn't look great at all, but they say, hey, take shots at Starfield. Or even that one developer of Iron Fish who said the Xbox Series S was holding back gaming. I'm like, you're literally making an indie game called Iron Fish that looks like a Flash game. Like, really? Like, it'd be the developers who make the most trashiest looking games who have the most to say about Xbox holding back gaming. Like, it's just unbelievable. What the F is this? This looks worse than Baldur's Gate 3 Janky's gameplay. Yikes, this looks rough. It's just funny how nobody's seen this game. Looks amazing. Like, even the Sony fanboys, I don't think I saw any comments of them saying the game just looks so freaking amazing. No, they're just championing it because they're taking shots at Xbox. Division 2 looks more advanced. No, there's no way this isn't a mod for the Nintendo 64 007 engine. Jeez, taking it all the way back to Nintendo 64. Jeez. They are just using Flame War as marketing, and all you are getting into the bait, but the game sucks for sure. Is this really marketing if nobody's going to buy the game? I don't know. That's terrible marketing right there. Like, even with the console war clout, this isn't like really making me want to buy the game. Why? The graphics are nothing we haven't seen before. It sounds like bad optimization. I think that might be it. Ding, ding, ding. Bad optimization. It might be the key to all this. Is this sarcasm? I would hope they were being sarcastic, but I think they're dead serious, man. This game is having problems on Xbox. And a game that looks like this. I was being generous by saying it looked like 360 gameplay, but some people say they're taking it all the way back to Nintendo 64 with 007. That's how they say it looks like that. This game looks so trash. It really does. It looks like a Walmart great value brand of Dead Space that they're really like taking shots at Xbox over. But how long is this video? I'm gonna conclude it right here. I can go on all day roasting this developer. This game that you're trying to push right here. Once again, this is the gameplay they're trying to push and saying how you know, it just can't run perfectly on Xbox. The game looks like this, like a budget Dead Space, but. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Is this developer just clout chasing off the console word or to promote this game? What do you think this is? They're saying that it just runs so much slower on Xbox, but the PS5 is just so much faster. Xbox is so slow. Xbox SSD is too slow, but the PS5 SSD is perfectly fine. It just slows. Like, I just don't believe it, but definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. Always thanks for watching, and peace.